We have never actually elected a president. The end. Project Abigail was real and covered up as fake. So, Project Abigail was a supposed secret US military experiment that aimed to turn a general's daughter into a super soldier, but instead she mutated into a monstrous creature. Oxygen is actually poison, but it takes decades to kill us. AI is controlled by the government and is keeping tabs on people for the future. Your enemy isn't the left or the right, it's the billionaires. Technology is way more developed than they let us know. Astro World was a satanic ritual. Crazy theory, but what if they tell us that black holes are only going to kill us because it's our escape? There are actually people who can predict the future. I'm dying on this hill. This is true. I'm gonna be making a video about this because my mother has a whole story time how a woman predicted her future in detail, so stay tuned. I think Charlie Kirk's wife was in all of this. Who wears a smoky eyes and a full glam to her husband's memorial with pyrotechnics? The Russian sleep experiment was real, but the person who told it was forced to classify it as a creepypasta. So the Russian sleep experiment is a famous creepypasta horror about Soviet scientists who kept political prisoners away for 15 days using a special gas. The test subjects supposedly went insane, mutilated themselves, and turned into violent monsters before the experiment ended. Countries start wars and illnesses that cause massive deaths when the world starts to overpopulate. I've always thought that our dreams are about events that happen in an alternate universe. Sirens and mermaids exist, but they don't look like Ariel. Dinosaurs aren't dead, they evolved with the sea life and are trapped in a deep ocean, and I believe there are alien creatures at the bottom of the ocean. Kamala Harris won the 2024 presidential election. That's true. That every time your phone uses Face ID, it's updating a higher system of your facial features so the government can keep track of you in every way, shape, or form. Sometimes I think I'm an experiment and everyone is an actor. Everything is staged to see how humans react to different situations. NASA didn't stop exploring the ocean, they just stopped showing us. Your phone camera is always on. Demons live among us. There is no way a human can be that evil. Reincarnation is very real, but only for some. Too many stories about children remembering their past lives for it to not be real. Check out episode 6 of Surviving Death documentary on Netflix for more info about it. This stuff is crazy. Little kids and dogs see things that we don't. That's true. I have literally 2 story times about this, about me, how I was seeing things when I was a child. I don't remember that. That's my family's stories, like how they told that I was talking about things that they don't see. So yeah, if you want to hear about this, let me know in the comments and I'm gonna make a video with the story time.
Hello, I do not want to cause a panic, and please ignore how I look. Please start printing your resources, especially academics, not just saving the PDF files. If you do have an external hard drive that you can also keep them on, that is amazing. We are seeing a rise in fascist dictatorships. They are going to come for our knowledge. Specifically, we need to preserve knowledge in biology, in climate science, and in gender studies. Please print as many of your papers as you can, because we need this stuff. This stuff is important. A lot of work has gone into these, and we could lose it. Please print your stuff. And for those people who have been saying, well, it's not in your country, so why do you care? This is why I fucking care. They're gonna start taking stuff down. It's important.
With everyone having access to a video camera and to a internet connection and a phone, I've started to realize that there's been a stark increase in schizos. Like, I feel like schizophrenic people are starting to really gain their own little, well, let me be frank, they're not taking over the internet, not by a long shot, but they are like carving their own little space. Like these previous 2 videos that I put at the front there, those were highly suspicious and highly dipped in schizophrenia. So when I say schizos, I don't mean like the medical term for schizophrenia. I mean like, you know, that one friend who puts tinfoil hats and actually believes that birds are cameras and not actually real, and they're being used by the government to like watch you throughout your time. But yeah, short video. I have to love and leave you now. Goodbye.